there for a moment thinking about that one, but decide they want a bit more firepower instead. They go for a big AoE monster in the form of the Victor.
I mean, just fantastic scaling coming out of Victor. He was buffed. His augmentations are now cheaper as you go through the game, so still look for Jinkedo to be able to pick those up. Not a great early game laner. I think that, 2-second snare coming through from Ryze means that, the cleanse pickup is going to have to be there. This is an area now where Cloud9 can look towards Jensen, can look towards Blabber in the early game. But as that lane progresses, Victor has legitimate one-shot potential against 80 carries that have, sub 500 range, and Kai'Sa really does have to get all up in your grill to be able to be effective in these team fights. So Sneaky going to have to play on that edge of, aggressive enough to be able to take over, but not so aggressive that he gets double lift. Like just one-shot Victor in the face.
We try to forget about that one over here. We try
not back where I'm from.
We try to delete that memory over here on this side of the world. We don't want to remember that. But one thing that I'm looking at going into this game, for those of you who weren't here for our check-in earlier on in the analyst desk, Spawn has the very fun fact of reminding all of us, how many kills was it that KaBuM showed us on their last international game?
75.
75.
Yeah, it was an interesting game. There was a top lane Rammus and triple 80 carry on the other team, so, potentially counterpicked. Of course, that game wasn't for anything, but the impressive game's
numbers. But his kills and assists at 15 minutes are very low. He's a passive farmer in the early game, and I want to see if Cloud9 can exploit that as Blabber decides he wants to invest some time here in the top side.
Yeah, it certainly did. Really nice clear out of Blabber. Double Scuttle Crab for the level 3 into the gank top lane. This should work.
See if he can find any sort of a summoner spell pop, if nothing else. Zantin's going to be in some trouble there, taking a lot of damage. Chain's looking to force him back, has to flash away, still loses a lot of the health.
Yeah, and I think that was a little bit disrespectful from Zantin's. I think he should have just flashed at the start.
From that outermost turret, as Riev's going to rotate around, make sure that Zazel's not able to find an angle onto Cheeton here. Cheeton finds some damage onto Sneaky, but eats a couple turret shots for his trouble. With Zazel back in the lane now, he'll utilize those extra Relic Shield procs to make sure Sneaky can farm up. And for Sneaky's sake, he wants to just farm this all up, get back to base, get himself a buy, but Zazel's going to be going in, looking to force this fight out.
Very
Sneaky in some trouble, having to flash away, ignite down onto both 80 carries. Zazel still looking to find the fight on this one, won't be able to get the damage. Voidseeker does not connect with that enemy 80 carry, but
the turret was a real objective, and he knew that would leave Blabber exposed, because actually they go in.
Bottom side is going to be Team CC into the damage, baby. They blow him up, and that is first blood of Worlds over to Cloud9.
Yeah, it certainly is, and everything just going Cloud9's favor at the moment. They've got themselves the 2,000 first game. And Licorice has been so safe that he is pushing to the tier 2, then walking through the jungle and putting extra pressure again, a skirmish.
Meanwhile, bottom side, Riev just cannot get away from these two. Now Cheeton, low on mana, gets himself away, not going to be worried about dying himself just yet. Ranger positioning himself to maybe make a counterattack happen here. May run into Jensen there in the river, has to flash over the wall.
I mean, that's a very decisive situation where that is going to be a bad trade. So now when you add in the fact that it is 16 minutes into this game, and your Kai'Sa has 2 kills, you're happy.
Blabber's in some trouble though, going to be taken down very low, suppressed right back into the grinder, and KaBuM are on the board.
Yeah, certainly are, and once again, they're looking bottom lane.
Zazel's in some trouble now as Sneaky will be forced to retreat all the way back into the fight. Zazel draws into the Eclipse Shield, trying to get back underneath the turret.
Hinges jungle now. Olaf with farm isn't the best champion. That's a face check.
This is the same spot that Blabber died last time. Licorice will commit the same sin. Tries to resurrect himself, wants to get away, not gonna do it. Cloud9, the same error twice in a row, the same punish coming in from KaBuM.
Yeah, and it's just because
Mantle, not anything. And that means Jensen, 795 damage to minions. It's not going to be much less to a champion.
And he is about to face check, however, so he might be in some trouble.
Let's see if KaBuM can find the punish here. Not going to manage to land the hook onto him. Plenty of damage coming out from Jensen in return. Tries to throw down the Realm Warp. Looking to get himself away, and will do it. Dodging away from the X marks the spot. Still going to be taken down by Ranger. Cloud9 coming in now for the counterattack. Blabber able to find some damage. Cheeton is gone! As now they're looking to continue the fight even further. Ranger's going to be targeted, taken down almost Rhea, barely getting himself away. Shutdown credit over to Blabber, and Cloud9 grab themselves 2 kills.
And the first real skirmish of Worlds, and Cloud9 come up so far ahead. Even the HP bars are there for them, and over the wall they go.
They take out another one. It's a killing spree for Blabber. Zantin's going to be the next one on the menu now. The chains come down, the flash goes out, over the wall he goes, still going to be kept alive for now. Jinkedo looking to chase this one even further. Cleanse too early. Licorice goes over the wall. How you doing? Cuts him down. Zantin's now in some trouble. This could be the last man standing in it's ace for Cloud9.
And that should just mean that Baron, you could see that they were looking for the play. They thought they had Jensen out of position, but it just wasn't to be. That gold lead only going to get work, and Cloud9 now breathe that big sigh of relief.
KaBuM win a lot of games through team fights in the mid-game, through being able to pull those off.
But that's a little bit of a rush of blood play, to be honest. They saw a couple of people pushed up in a lane. They didn't have the waves to go with it. They went, maybe we can kill them. Glamour hooked up.
Has to pop the ultimate to keep himself alive. Is going to be yoinked backwards by the gravity field. Nice pickup there from KaBuM, getting themselves one for free. Now it might be Sneaky who's in some trouble. Has to use the killer instincts plus the flash to keep himself at bay. Santon's going into that stasis. Zazel going to be zoning everyone else away on the team. Going to be 1-for-1 overall in this delayed portion of the fight. Licorice wants to come in from the side. Overall, still okay for KaBuM, who did go even on that trade. But now, can they hold the line any longer? It looks like Cloud9 is going to say, no, sir, not today. Root comes through onto Rhea. Is going to be forced back on that one. Sneaky, still full HP, firing away onto this inhibitor, and that is inhib 1 dex
On your screen. The kind of checklist right now for KaBuM is Licorice here? If no, we can make a play. If yes, just head for the hill.
Get the hell out.
Yeah, he's just zoning 3 people. Ranger actually wants to 1v1 him, though.
Well, this might not be a get-out kind of play. Can they hit this hook? No, they cannot. Licorice, however, he decides it's time to end their world, and he dunks Rehab right back into the brushes as Ranger has to get himself away. Jinkato is now going to be in for a very nasty surprise as Blabber and Jensen show up. The cavalry has arrived, and Cloud9's got 3.
And what can I say? They didn't follow the checklist. Even if it is just Licorice, you shouldn't be looking for the play. This is certainly going to be at least a base broken in another position, and Cloud9 right now looks so confident in every play they take.
Cloud9 are 5 men strong, Baron buff ready, knocking on the door to top lane, knocking that sucker in. And now they might just be able to push for the win. They still have very long timers on the enemy mid laner, on the enemy jungler. They're on to Nexus turret number 1. It's taken down rapidly. Zazel starting things off. Cheaton's already out of the game. As Santons will go into Stoneplate mode, but it's only going to buy a couple more seconds. Cloud9 win the first game of Worlds 2018.